This is my cramped bedroom. For the past year, I've used this one room as my gaming setup, my YouTube recording studio for my full-time job, and my bedroom where I sleep and hang out every single day. But lately, it's been feeling pretty tight in here. So I'm going to fix that by turning this messy space into the room I've always wanted, my very own gaming/YouTube studio. To get the space I need, priority number one is getting this massive bed out of my room. This is a California King, and while I love sleeping on it, it takes up nearly half of the entire room. It's also kind of depressing to just wake up, walk a few steps, and that's where I work for the entire day. Then when I go to sleep, it's the same thing. After a few months of living here, I started to feel like Squidward, where every day is the exact same. And I've been doing this for over a year, which is why I'm so excited to finally transform this space. Moving this king-size mattress by myself was definitely a task, but I got it into the attic, and that leaves me with a mess of things that I need to find a place for. The problem is, this is all gaming stuff. I have so many monitors, projectors, controllers, and even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaming PCs. Trust me, this is an amazing problem to have, especially because when I was in high school, I dreamed of having even just one gaming PC. But I was lucky enough to build up a YouTube channel where companies send me their products to show off, and I'm of course very thankful for that. Doing this was literally my dream job when I was younger, so one of these I'm actually giving to my cousin, and I'll probably give some of the others away eventually too. But for now, I'm focused on building the best gaming studio, and removing this projector shelf with this stand is another big step. At one point, I used these to build a sick 4K gaming projector setup, but after a few weeks, I basically never used it, and this made my room feel even more cramped than before. So I have a different idea for my projector that I'll get to later. Right now, no matter how many things I pick up, it feels like my floor is never getting cleared, but finally, I was able to move my dresser to the corner and got enough space to start revamping my setup. Don't worry, I'll be coming back to this part of my room, but my main gaming setup is in a major need of a revamp. I let my cables get absolutely out of hand, and my desk is just starting to look ugly. So I got a brand new dual monitor arm and put on this new 500Hz OLED monitor from MSI to use as my main screen. Of course, I have to fix this cable mess, which I'm just using this big net that actually works really nice. Piece by piece, my main gaming and recording setup started to come together nicely, especially once I got my lights and camera mounted. I use dual PCs at this setup, so one of my PCs is dedicated to only record, and one of my PCs is dedicated to only game. And Gigabyte and AMD are actually sponsoring this PC section of the video because I use a lot of their parts in my PCs. Like in this brand new gaming PC I just built, I have the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, which is literally the world's fastest gaming CPU. I've used other CPUs in previous builds I've done, and I've just had so many issues, from blue screening to my games crashing and my PC just bugging out. But I switched to this 9800X3D just a few months ago, and I haven't had a single problem. It's actually been amazing. It's built with their exclusive X3D V-Cache technology, which enables the largest on-chip memory available for amazing gaming performance. And for this PC, I paired that with Gigabyte's B850 Aorus Elite motherboard, which this thing looks great and pairs really well with the AMD Ryzen X3D processors, plus it has all the latest ports, which makes it really easy to use with all my gaming peripherals. The GPU I have in here is the Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT Gaming OC. It's a long name because it does a lot. It's known to have the best price to performance ratio out of any GPU in the world, meaning you get a lot more performance for a lower cost compared to the other GPUs out there. It has this new wind force cooling system that Gigabyte engineered to keep the temps down and stable even under maximum stress, and then this Hawk fan design actually plays a big role, increasing airflow by over 50% while still keeping it quiet, and this alternate spinning design increases the airflow even more. It's a little nerdy, but the design of this thing is fascinating. Every detail of it comes together to give a very high-performing, reliable gaming experience, which I've definitely been enjoying. Like, PC issues are the death of me. They're absolutely the worst, so I'm very thankful to have reliable parts to my PC, and if you're ever going to build a PC yourself or looking at upgrading, I recommend every part I just talked about. I promise you'll be happy with them, and I'll link all the parts in the description down below. So, I need 2 mice and 2 keyboards, and then I dropped down all my extra peripherals like my headset, controller, and even this green screen, which had my setup feeling fresh fresh, just like I wanted. However, just the very next day, I got a delivery for something that's going to completely change not only this room, but also my YouTube videos. First, I need to clear out these extra monitors to make this space clean, and I don't actually use a green screen for my face cam, but it'll fit perfectly right here for what I'm about to do, because I got a brand new desk. This might sound crazy because why would I ever need two desks in the same room? But hear me out, because this is something I've wanted to do for a long time and I've just never had the space. You all saw what my main setup looks like and how even after trying to clean it up and make it look as good as possible, it's just so busy. There's too many monitors, lights, multiple keyboards, endless cables for my dual PCs and all the add-ons. So whenever I do things like unboxings or try to show off something at my setup, it's a whole process and sometimes it doesn't even look very good. So I picked up one of the smallest standing desks I could find with an all-white colorway. I'm wrapping an LED strip around the bottom, installing a power strip underneath here, and now I have another completely cleared off small desk area with even a green screen behind it. But when I don't want the green screen up, I want these light bars behind the desk on the wall. I have 6 of these. They're about a foot long each, and I'm so bad with design. So after 20 minutes of just rotating them in random positions, I finally decided on this pyramid shape, and I think it's the first time in my life I've made the perfect decision. When I turned these on, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Every single color looks so cool, and I think the pyramid shape ending right at the edge of the desk gives it such a good look. And there's one more critical piece to add to the secondary setup that makes it even better, which is this overhead camera angle. These arms connect to both sides for stability, and I was able to add both an overhead light and an overhead camera angle to show off unboxing shots like this. I can even raise this up and show off the entire desktop for full PC builds with this angle, and even when I'm not using the overhead, I can use this secondary setup to get shots like this. I think the light bar background is perfect, and now when I want to record something like a clean PS5 gaming setup or show off a minimalistic PC gaming station, I have the perfect spot to do it. Now remember how I said I had a plan for that projector earlier? Well, for this part of the transformation, we're going all the way down to my garage, where I'm gonna put up this 32 feet of rope light, mount my 106-inch projector screen, and set up my 4K projector to make a movie and sports watching setup inside of my own home gym. I have my full Smith machine set up here. If you've never seen one of these, it's actually really cool. You can do everything on it. I have my Iron Master bench, I have my adjustable dumbbells that go from 12 pounds all the way up to 80 pounds, and I even have a manual treadmill that I can use to work out while having a huge movie screen to keep me entertained in whatever type of environment I'm feeling with the lights. So remember, this is what my room looked like just a few days ago. It was cluttered, stressful, and there was just way too much going on. And now, this is my new dream gaming studio. The difference is incredible, from how clean my new setup looks to my secondary desk station, and even this corner where I tucked away some of my extra PCs and built a new table that opens up for more storage. My dresser is still here, displaying some art, controllers, and my YouTube play button, and what was once a crowded bedroom is now the gaming room I've always wanted. Now click here to watch another video I think you'll enjoy, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching.